Hello everybody, and thank you for clicking on my video. And that was the lamest introduction, but whatever. We're gonna move on now. This random looking just pile conglomeration of junk on the table is what my EDC or everyday carry is. I'm gonna call this the high school EDC or high school carry. Because it excludes certain items that would otherwise be on my EDC, such as knives, like this one. Spyderco police model. This thing's freaking huge. I'd be kicked out of school for sure if I carried this. Daggers, not bringing this to school. And this whole box of knives back here. I'm not gonna bring any of these to school because I'm about to be graduating from public school for good, forever. So I don't want to mess that up before that happens. So let's stop diddling around, I guess, and get straight into it. This is certainly less serious than other EDCs you might see because this is for what I carry in public high school. And like I said, excuse me, we can't bring certain things. So I've got my Apple Earpods, the newly designed earbuds that come with iPods and iPhones. And these things are great. They're a really big improvement over what Apple had before, even though I think mainly what they did is they just added this cover on the original. You can kind of see that there's a seam or a line on there. So I think that maybe they just kind of changed the way that it was physically designed and didn't actually change the hardware inside, the drivers inside, and all that good stuff. I'm not really sure how earbuds work, but yeah, these are really great, better than skull candies or common skull candies. Good, they're good. Mechanical pencil, okay, I lose these things all the time. I've gotten better with it over the years. I used to have to take multiple pencils to school, and by the end of the day I'd have lost them, and so far I've been getting better. This actually is my friend's. I don't bite my pencils, he does, you can tell. It's his because I actually did lose mine recently, but that's actually because there's a hole in the bottom of my pockets in my jeans, and stuff will fall out down my pant leg and then out, and I won't notice it because, yeah, I have numb legs. No, I'm just kidding. But baggy pants, you know, mixed with walking around, just don't really notice it. Pencils are light, whatever. And obviously, a mechanical pencil because in no way is a regular pencil better than a mechanical pencil. That I can think of. You know, I don't have to sharpen these. They hold a lot more lead, and they're the best advancement in human technology since the X-ray machine and antibiotics. So, yeah, if you have or at least a semi-valid argument about why a classic style pencil would be better than a mechanical pencil, leave it down there in the comments because I'd love to hear it. Apple iPod Touch, don't have a phone, don't really need a phone. I could use one, probably be handy, but I just don't have one. Can't pay for it. And there's me in the background. There's my camera. Great iPod. This 5th generation is a pretty big improvement over the actual last ones, mostly due to these cases. The camera is very, very nice. It's actually a really great camera. Take all my pictures for social media, and even some of my YouTube thumbnails are taken with that camera. It takes pretty good macro shots, and it has HDR functions, blah blah blah. There's my driver's license. By the way, this is my wallet. Take my wallet with me, part of the EDC. School IDs, bank card, Walgreens card, because they make you sign up for cards now for anything good. Library card and bank account stuff. bone dry. Yep. But the most important thing in this wallet is my Swiss card little multi-tool thing. Unfortunately, this has been in the family for like 10 years at least, and I actually took it from my stepdad when I was much smaller, and I would run around with this at elementary school, and I'm pretty sure that's where I lost all the tools. However, it still has scissors. These are really great scissors. They're actually really sharp, and they cut well for their limited size. And they store right in here. And a small knife, which is also reasonably sharp, although the tip has broken, but that's okay. It's still functional. As functional as it needs to be in a card thing like this. And also, to not incriminate myself, I obviously don't carry this in it at school because that's against the laws, because you can do a lot of damage with this, and especially with these scissors since it's two knives put together, which makes them twice as deadly. High capacity assault scissors. And it has a ruler on the back, and also the last remaining tool I have apart from the scissors and the knife is a little pin. Wee little pin that has just stayed in there because who really needs a pin? Maybe I will someday. It just goes right in there. And yeah, so keep that in there and take this everywhere. Keys, I got some 550 paracord on a fob or a lanyard type fob on them. This is really cool. I've been making these a lot lately. I made them for my SOG Micron 2 knife. Got one on there, as well as my first knife ever, Victorinox Swiss Army knife. Bears the scars of many a journey. It's all worn down and oh, it's so dirty. I can't even, it's really hard to open. So much gunk in there. Focus camera. There we go. Yeah, it's super dirty, but you know what? It's full of dirty memories. Really cool. I actually bought this in France, so I thought it was going to be like more genuine because I bought it in a European country. First time I traveled out of the country. I like to get knives when I travel, and this one, pretty special. Now anyway, back to the keys. In the fob, I've got house key, valet key for one of the cars, safe key, and I've got, I usually also have a flash drive on here. Don't right now. And I have this little Glock piece was given to me for free. These things are pretty expensive though, like on their retail site. But this was given to me for free by a Glock sales representative at a shooting event, an SASS shooting event over near Albuquerque, New Mexico. And that was the first time I ever had shot Glocks, and he gave me some free rounds through them. And yeah, this is also a little memento. They put a lot of detail into these things, down to the texturing on the grip. All of the labeling is correct. This is a Glock 19. Focus camera. Oh, whew, I was wrong. 17. Larger size, 9x19, 9mm. Yep, pretty cool. Also, this is a necklace that I made out of a really cheap chain from like one of those class ring tiny ones. On this, I don't take this to school, but this is part of my everyday carry. Little SOG Micron. Again, not incriminating myself. Don't wear this at school. I mean, this is a tiny little, teeny, as big as the handle on the Swiss Army knife. It's about like a 1.5 inch blade. Tonto here is probably 1 inch, then half. But this thing is just so useful. Ridiculously useful, actually, keeping it on my neck. Of course, I usually take the necklace off to use it because doesn't have that much reach. But anyway, yeah, it's soft steel, but you can sharpen it really well, and it'll cut through like tough jean material, which will ruin the edge, but it'll get you through whatever you need to do. It's just handy to have around, a little knife like this, good for opening letters and just doing the random tasks that life throws at you. Great job sog with the Micron. That's pretty much why I bought the Micron 2. As you can see the size comparison here. Much bigger. The Micron 1 folded is probably the same size as the blade opened on the Micron 2. And this one also is a lockback design. And I'll get a review on this after I use it some more. And this one is just a, it's non-locking, so slip joint, I guess. And I also made this as a .40 caliber bullet. This bullet does not match the cartridge. This bullet was, I guess, salvaged or found, and as was the .40 caliber shell cartridge. And I just knocked out the primer because it was already spent, and then drilled out that little hole in there, enough for me to screw this in. And then I filled up the inside with epoxy, put the round back in it, and then just let it harden up. And it's a pretty cool thing to have around the neck, and I like this design. It actually looks really nice, better than a lot of the ones that I've seen produced. People actually will spend money on. It was just kind of fun to make. Yeah, so that's my necklace. Carry that around. And also, last but not least, I usually have some kind of vitamins on me. I always try to take 4 500 milligram vitamin C tabs with me to school because they're, one, good for you. Vitamin C is good for your immune system. And also, they taste really good, and I kind of use them like as a mint. If I eat something that is making my breath all stinky and stanky, I will just start to chew on these, and usually helps. Taste like orange juice. They're actually pretty good, so I'm going to eat them right now. And yeah, so wallet, keys, iPod 5 generation, iPod Touch 5 gen, bullet / Micron necklace, Apple Earpods, and a mechanical pencil. And I usually keep some other supplies in my backpack, but that's all I actually carry on my person at once. And that's called my high school carry. I'll do some other videos on my different types of carries. They're mostly variations upon this. Not too big. And like I said, I'll get reviews out on this knife, the SOG Flash 2 Tonto assisted opening. Get a review on that. Got some fielders I can do a review on maybe. And also the CRKT M16. So all that stuff is coming on the way, you guys. Thank you for watching. This is Beatbo16A. Subscribe if you want to see those things coming up. And that's all I have to say. So thank you for liking. Oh, I got ahead of myself there. Thank you for liking, you guys. Hint, hint. All right.